Well, hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Corey and I can't wait to tell you about the adventure that we have set up for you today. But first things first, we are on the beautiful Celebrity Beyond. It is day number 6 and we are docked outside beautiful San Juan, Puerto Rico. Now, Puerto Rico may be known for its rich history, but we're not here to go on a field trip. We are here to go on an adventure. With that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, so for today, we are driving a Can-Am down the beach in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I have to let you guys know up front, this is one of the funnest excursions I've done in a very long time. I did not book this excursion through the cruise line, I actually did it independently, so I will put that information in the video a little later on. But if you're into like driving dune buggies and ATVs and things of that nature, this short excursion is definitely for you. Now, this is the cruise pier in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It is very short, so whenever you walk out the gates, that's where you would find your excursion if you booked it through the cruise line. But the caveat of that is, that's also where the regular taxi drivers are and the other shuttle companies and tour providers. So whenever you walk out of that gate, you will get approached. Everybody in Puerto Rico is really nice, so if you tell them, no, I don't want a tour, they will leave you alone. They're not going to keep hounding you. Now, since we booked this excursion through a third party, we had to leave the cruise terminal area for our meetup point for our short excursion. This is the first time out of all my years that I had to leave the cruise port area, not just like walking outside the gate, but literally had to leave the cruise port area. So our meeting point was actually at the Mall of San Juan. I was hoping that this was going to be some little rinky-dink mall that my wife wouldn't get excited whenever she's seen it, because I didn't even tell her we were going to the mall, like the meeting point was at the mall, because she would have been Googling to see what stores was in that mall, and she never would have wanted to go on this excursion. The price for the taxi cab from the cruise terminal to the Mall of San Juan was $25. San Juan also has Uber. Uber would have been $12 to $13. I'm a big kid, I was excited, didn't want to wait around, so we jumped in the first taxi cab that we could find. Now, for all of you who thought I was exaggerating about my wife getting excited whenever she walks inside of a mall, just look at her reaction. No, just wait. It's coming up. And that didn't take long. Alright, so our meeting point was supposed to be outside of Hollister at one of the kiosks. But the only kiosk in front of this Hollister was a Christmas tree with nothing on the inside of it. Come to find out, guys, our taxi cab driver took us to the wrong mall. That was actually Plaza Las Americas and not the Mall of San Juan. So a 15-minute Uber drive later, here we are at the Mall of San Juan, and I just couldn't catch a break. This mall was nicer than the first mall that we went to. I mean, there's a Louis Vuitton store, a Gucci store upstairs. When you start seeing those kind of stores in the mall, guys, you're in the wrong mall. With that being said, my wife didn't care about this excursion any longer. She only cared about what time we were getting back and what time we had to be back on the ship, so she knows how much time she has to shop. With that being said, when we came back, not only did we go back to this mall because she went shopping, we had to take another Uber to the other mall because she wanted to go there as well. So yeah, 2 shopping malls in one day. Man, I did not sign up for this. I signed up to drive a Can-Am down the beach. But with that being said, here we are in front of Hollister, and this is Caribbean Rentals. And after we signed our life away, the liability waivers, we were on our way. I forgot this young man's name, but he was a very good tour guide. He let us know up front that he was going to drive down the highway. It was going to be about 10 minutes, and then he'll jump out, get in the back, and then he will let us ride.
You want to go both in the back, or you want to go in the front?
No, I'll sit in the front.
I'm going to be coming for like 5 minutes.
No problem.
This is great.
It was finally my time to drive, guys, and I must say it was a little intimidating at first because you don't have any turn-in signals and I had no rear view mirror, only the two side mirrors on the outside. In most tours, when you're doing like dune buggies or ATVs, you have a guy driving in front of you, but he was actually sitting in the back seat, so just trying not to miss any turns was probably the hardest part. But here we are. I honestly thought that this excursion was like us just driving straight down the beach and kicking up a bunch of sand, but boy was I wrong, and I'm so glad that I was wrong. I didn't realize we were going to be driving up and down these paths. I don't want to call them like the jungle or the woods, but I did not realize we were actually going to be driving down this path, and it was so much fun. Now, it didn't take too long for me to miss my first turn, but it's okay. After this point is when I really get it together, and I start laying on the pedal, and my wife was like, "Babe, you're getting a little too comfortable up there." Indeed, I was. And it's real cool because the tour guide will actually let you link up your music to the Can-Am, and you can blast your tunes as you're going down the pathway here. At this point, he let us get outside the Can-Am so we can take pictures, do a little photo shoot, that kind of thing, which is a really nice touch. So our next stop was actually at the beach. I want to tell you the name of this beach, but I'm not going to sit here and butcher it because I cannot pronounce it. I want to give big ups to Puerto Rico for how clean they keep their city. I mean, there's not a trash can anywhere on this beach, and there's not one single piece of litter anywhere around. So big ups to Puerto Rico and how clean you guys keep your beaches and your cities. Big ups to you guys. Now, as clean and as pretty as this beach is, my wife is the biggest beach person that I know. She can go sit at a beach for 5-6 hours at a time in the blazing sun and will not be fazed. She loves beaches. But she was so focused on getting back to the mall She probably put her feet in the water for all of 3 minutes, and that was it. She was ready to go. No matter how clean, how beautiful this beach was, she did not care. Her focus was on getting back to the mall. But they do give you about an hour at the beach if you want to sit here for an hour. They will let you stay at the beach for about an hour. I'm pretty sure if you pay a little bit more, they'll let you stay for a little bit longer. We were probably only there for about 10 minutes. Now you guys know we can't come to Puerto Rico without getting some of that authentic Puerto Rican flavor. We stopped at a restaurant on the side of the streets. They had all different types of empanadas. They had chicken, the beef, which was my absolute favorite. They had cheese, pizza, they had chicken kebabs. And it wasn't until I was editing the video and realized when I looked at the menu, they had iguana on the menu. Now, me being the person that I am, if I would have seen that on the menu, I definitely would have ordered it, just to say that I've had iguana before to see how it tastes. But luckily, I didn't see it on the menu because my wife would have been freaked out. But I definitely would have tried the iguana.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're good, you're good.
And when you're doing this excursion, guys, when you make this stop to get food, make sure you order a pina colada. That was probably the best pina colada that I've ever had. And mine is virgin, of course, as I'm not going to be driving to Can-Am and driving down in Puerto Rico. But that was the best virgin pina colada that I've ever had. So whenever you get there, make sure, if you don't order anything else, make sure you get one of those pina coladas. And now a word from our sponsors over here at Cruise Control Transportation. Guys, if you're going to be cruising out of Port Canaveral and you need a ride from one of the airport area hotels or the airport going over to Port Canaveral Cruise Terminal, definitely give us a call over here at Cruise Control Transportation. We offer shared shuttles for only $25 per person each way. And since you've been watching this video this long, I am going to bless you guys with a 10% discount code on all of our shared shuttles. Our shared shuttle discount code is CCT10. Once again, that is CCT10. That will work for all of our shared shuttles, and we also offer private shuttles as well. Now back to the video. We might just fly here to do a vacation.
This is your third time in Puerto Rico, you told me, right?
Yep, third, yeah.
But always improving.
Yeah, always with the ship, yeah. And the way that we found Caribbean rentals was through a site called Viator. On Viator, they do have 4.5 stars. And whenever you type up things to do in San Juan, Puerto Rico, they're going to be pretty high on that list. Now the price is $226, and that is for a group of up to 3 passengers. Now this was one of the funnest excursions that I have done in a very long time. Considering the fact that you get to go to the beach, you're going to stop to get food, and this is a 2-hour excursion, I think that it's well worth the price. The next time that we come back to Puerto Rico, I will definitely be booking Caribbean rentals again. So once again, guys, go to Viator. You can book them online, and then you also get to go to the mall and you can shop around before or after your tour. Thanks for watching the video, guys. We ask that you will please like, share, and subscribe. Until the next adventure, we'll see you next time.